you, it's 111, the angel number, and a perfect way for a restart on day 2. What's good, soul family? Wow, we are on day 2 of the challenge. Welcome to day 2 of How to Level Up Challenge, where each day, at least until the 19th, we will be diving into focused actions to raise your game in life. And that game in life is going to be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to welcome you all in to day 2. Yes, we have made it to day 2 of how to level up the game of life. That is your life. So I want to welcome you all in. Even though we're recording this live, I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the Blue Room. Welcome on in, Dante, Miss Mega Little, Joel, welcome in, DDDD, welcome in, Marissa, welcome on in, Jawanza, welcome in, Sister Soja, welcome in, Priestess Nadra, the House of Nadra is in the building, Glennis is representing Trinidad in the building, and Kathy, and everyone coming on in. Let's hit that like button. First of all, let me say, you guys went off on day 1. So let me know, put a star in the Blue Room or the comment section if you're listening to this after the live. If you enjoyed day 1 and you could really, really feel the energy of you leveling up. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, leveling up. And so many of you came back to comment. And it's not too late. If you're just now listening to the Oracle's Guide of How to Level Up the Game of Life, then what I want you to do is definitely go back and listen to day 1, the day 1 challenge, and the show prior to that, and you will get all of the details and so much more. Well, we don't have a lot of time, so we're definitely going to be getting into day 2. I want you to grab you a pen and something to write with, but no worries. If for some reason you miss some of the details, you can always come back and download. So let's get started. First, I want to clarify something. When I'm talking about the game of life, let me tell you exactly what that is as it relates to the game, right? Because the game, if you take the letters of the game, and this is how I always look at the game of life, even going back to one of my very first books that was ever gifted to me, The Game of Life by Florence Scovel Shinn. But the game of life is really about genuine, authentic, magical energy. Everyone say that with me. GAME stands for genuine, authentic, magical energy. And that is something that can only be generated from you. It's only generated from you. It doesn't come from anywhere else. Remember, we live in a world that is surrounded primarily by dark matter. So what does that mean? You are the spark of light. If you choose to activate that spark of light, to bring that light into the world, you are not meant to be kept in the dark. You are meant to rise to the occasion and shine your light bright, just like the stars are shining bright in the skies above. All right, so let's get ready for day 2 of the challenge. Now, Yesterday, we built a strong foundation. Remember, every single day, you're going to be building upon each of the energy every single day. Now, today, here's some things we're going to talk about what our focus is. Our focus is amplifying our focus even more and to become more driven and more focused. Focus on our goal, our aim, what we're going for, what we're working towards, and what we want to connect with. So, here's what I want you to do. This is going to be a power up action. And I want you to take this with you going forward and start to use it every single day. It's great to use it in the morning. It's great to use it anytime you need to just power up and take some action. Now, you can do this, but one of the best ways to do this is to work with H2O, to work with water, and get you some water. And in this glass of water that you have, you're going to be setting your intention, setting your intentions for the day, for the moment. And you're going to take your hands, rub them together, hold that glass of water, and you're going to set your intention in there. And that intention is going to be fed into that glass of water. And when you drink that water, because there is consciousness in that water, it is going to amplify and expand your focus and let everything down to the subatomic particles in your body know that this is what we're focused on today. Staying present. We're going to be doing all of that. And by the way, after you have drank that water, the best thing to do is to move your body in some capacity. So whether that's getting ready to get started on the task that you're focused on for that day, maybe it's to do some stretches and to work out, whatever that is, this is how you're going to begin to start. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is about declaring our focus. Now, we've already worked with the beautiful sun. Today, we're going to be working with the moon, and not just any moon. I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to draw a circle on that piece of paper. And as you draw that circle on that piece of paper, that is going to be the moon. It's going to be the new moon. And in the center of that new moon, I want you to write, what is your focus? What is your goal? What is your aim for leveling up? What does that look like? So if you're looking at your life and you say, I want to level up, showing up with confidence and showing up ready to go with whatever the task is, whether that's getting myself together, starting my day, whether that is you are going to work, you're going to school, whether that is getting your house, your sacred space together, whether that is you're getting ready to communicate with family members, whatever that work is, meet with clients, maybe you work in sales, maybe you drive a bus, maybe you own your own business. Whatever that is, you want to show up at the next level of who you are. And here's the thing. You want to be able to bring your gifts and talents with you. And some of these gifts and talents may be things that you're not aware of. So you say, Ms.Blue, we got gifts and talents we're not aware of? Absolutely. We have many gifts and talents that we are not aware of. Some of those are even coming from a past life. And some of those gifts and talents were passed down from our ancestors. So by working with this energy of the moon, you're tapping into all of that energy. Now, after you have wrote down every single thing inside the circle, which is going to be sort of the surface of the moon. It's imagine yourself going directly inside of the moon, and you're planting your seeds of consciousness because the moon is actually our mood. Now, once you have wrote them all down inside the center, on the side of the piece of paper, I want you to number them. And it really doesn't matter how many you have there. I want you to put down everything that you can think of, because a part of the Oracle's guides of how to level up, this is about you making sure that you are releasing everything inside of you that you have been called to level up. So for some of us, that's going to be a very short list. For some of us, that's going to be a long list, baby. We're going to go to the front and the back of that paper. And we know that we need to level up. And this is our gateway that is opening for us to begin to level up. You're going to write everything down on the side of that piece of paper. And then you're going to take a marker and you're going to cover everything up. You're going to black out that whole entire moon and everything that you wrote in there. You're going to black it out. If you can write in blue ink, because even when you lightly go over the moon with the black ink, you will still very faintly be able to see what you have wrote inside the moon. Now, once you have that inside of the moon and you have everything listed on that paper, I want you to take about 5 minutes looking at the moon in the paper, and really thinking about every area of your life that you want to level up in. And what you're going to find is over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to definitely need to be journaling this. You are going to receive downloads for everything that you have placed inside of the moon. You are captivating your energy in this moon. We are using it like a magic mirror because the moon itself reflects our mood. And a part of our mood is our internal workings of who we are. And how we raise our frequency has a lot to do with our mood, our attitude, how we're expressing ourselves, our thoughts that are going on, because that is also the portal where we're channeling all of this information in. So you have your moon covered and you are focusing for 5 minutes. Set your clock and you are looking inside of the moon. Take note of what is coming up for you. Now, you may have wrote down several different areas of your life that you want to up-level, from health to finance, your relationships, your communication style. You may even want to level up your own personal expression in the world. Your gifts and talents will follow. You will notice over the next 48 hours that things will start to change. But I want you to understand that this change is coming because you have commanded it to come. Now you have to pay attention to the signs and symbols that's being sent to you. There is a portal that is open. The veil is still very, very thin on the planet. But what's happening at this particular time, our ancestors have been blessing and showering us with gifts and talents that came from the bloodline that you have chosen to reincarnate in. Isn't that amazing? Plus, from your past life, This is also an opportunity for you to have the remembrance of all of your gifts, skills, and talents that you brought with you from previous lifetimes. And this is the time here that you can begin to start harnessing this energy right now. You're cultivating it. So I want you to be gentle with yourself. I want you to be loving with yourself. I want you to be kind to yourself through this process. Remember, the real shadow work and the new shadow work is self love. So you're going to spend this 5 minutes and you're going to go through as many of your goals, your desires, your aims that you want to focus on at this time. See what comes up for you. Afterwards, what you're going to do is you're going to take your receiving hand and you're going to place it on top of the moon paper. And you're just going to sit there in gratitude, visualizing yourself sending and receiving energy from everything that you have wrote inside of the moon's energy. Now, here comes the real magical part of this. You're then going to take it with a piece of tape, and at night, the first night that you do it, you're going to place it face outward in a window where you can either see the moon's light or you can actually see the moon, and leave it there until you wake up the next morning. Now, once you've done that, you have activated this energy. Now it is being taken out into the ethers, right? It is being taken out into the universe, and it will return to you. Your job over the next course of the next couple of months is to stay open to receive and recognize and acknowledge when these activations are coming back to you and how your energy is being shifted. You may notice that the tension leaves you. You're not tense anymore. The fatigue that maybe hits you every single day at a particular time starts to shake off. You will also start to notice how your clarity and your focus will begin to start coming into alignment. Now, I want you to know that this can happen in an instant. This is going to help you become more focused. You are going to be able to connect a whole lot better, and you're going to start seeing even more transformation when it comes to you leveling up. And even the mind should be becoming even more quieter. You're going to be balancing out that left and that right hemisphere, which is being played out on a big stage here in the Western Hemisphere as we speak today. We are all being called to activate more of the divine feminine energy that lives inside of us to create change in this 3D world that we are all a part of. So when those distractions pop up, it will automatically start to bring your attention back in a very graceful but ease and a very direct and focused kind of way back to where you are. So comment below if you declare your focus, and you will hold yourself accountable for the day 2 challenge of the Oracle's Guide of how to level up the game of life. And that is your life. So there you go, soul family. I am excited for you all to dive in. Make sure you come back and share down below. Share your Oracle Guide activation down in the comment section. Share your comments down below. I would love to come back for us to keep this conversation going. If you did not do day 1 of the challenge, it is not too late. So whenever this comes across your timeline, know that it was meant for you. Let's get those likes up. Peace and love to you, soul family. I will see you here tomorrow, day 3, tomorrow, of the Oracle's Guide Leveling Up Challenge. Peace and love. Ciao.